a lot of people do not understand what the ICJ's role is, what can it do to prevent the suffering in Palestine at the moment. And there are people who understand the historic value of what is happening, but they are still confused. Can you tell us what exactly does it mean, the court's interim ruling?
Well, assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for having me. My best to all my friends in Pakistan there. I want to clarify, not only was I the first lawyer to win an order from the World Court on the Genocide Convention for my clients at that time, the Republic of Bosnia-Herzegovina against Yugoslavia, that was massive and overwhelming in favor of the Bosnians. But I then won that second order to the same effect, massive and overwhelming. That was the first time ever that any lawyer had won two such orders in one case since the World Court was founded in 1921. And then I won a third order from the president of the court under Article 74, paragraph 4 of the rules of the court. So I won three orders on genocide in under 6 months, single-handedly by myself. So yes, for that reason, having reviewed the application and request for provisional measures of protection by South Africa, I predicted they were going to win. And sure enough, they won a massive, overwhelming order from the World Court, most votes 15-2, some 16-1, that Israel must cease and desist from committing all acts of genocide against the Palestinians. This is along the lines of the measures I won against Yugoslavia twice, massive, overwhelming, to cease and desist from committing all acts of genocide against the Palestinians. Now, in addition, I won't go through it all here, but there is also 15 votes to 2, the state of Israel shall ensure with immediate effect that its military does not commit any of the acts described in the first order, the first provisional measure. And that's basically a de facto call for a ceasefire right there. So when you add up provisional 1 and provisional 2, you have a de facto call for a ceasefire right there. There's really no way Israel can continue to conduct any hostilities after this order, consistent with this order.
Okay, so you're saying, you're interpreting it as a de facto call for ceasefire. So what do you have to say to the group of activists who are saying that they're confused, or that Israel is still carrying out its the campaign, and they're saying that they are disappointed. Of course, people do not understand the technicalities of the law, but how can we tell them that, no, this is a ceasefire, or this is a cessation of hostilities, and immediately?
Yes, well, I was Bosnia's ambassador to the World Court for almost a year and dealt with them quite extensively, and spent 4 days arguing before them to win those orders. And the World Court is highly technical and positivistic. So they could not order a ceasefire against Hamas because Hamas is not a party to the lawsuit. And so for that reason, they provided the next best thing, which is if you read the two first provisional measures, 15-2, it's a de facto call for a ceasefire. Well, the significant point here is that the court ordered a report for a month, indicating that they are going to continue to supervise the matter. And I think that that's important. Now, I had the same problem with Yugoslavia, like Israel today. They paid no attention at all to the order. So it will be up to the global South to figure out how this order will be enforced. Uh, Under the terms of the United Nations Charter, the court issues an order, but it's up to the Security Council to enforce it. It's just like when you go to court there in Lahore and you get a judgment from a judge and the defendant does not comply, you don't ask the judge to enforce the order. You go to the sheriff. So
Mm.
under the UN Charter, the Security Council is the sheriff. Uh, I just read Algeria will be convening a meeting of the Security Council on Wednesday to enforce this order. We'll have to see what happens there.
Yes, there is. I was also reading news that there's going to be a meeting next week at the UNSC. So, what are some of the other steps which can be taken? You have said that yes, it is up to the global South, and we have to see what more, South Africa and other countries are going to be doing. But what else and what more can be done? I was looking at one of the comments by you about the role of the UNGA or what the countries can do on that front. Can you speak to us a little about that?
Sure. Well, first of all, what Pakistan can do now
Hmm.
is sue Israel for genocide at the International Court of Justice. Uh, I would not recommend Pakistan ask for an emergency hearing, request for provisional measures of protection. We already have that. But Pakistan can sue Israel.
Hmm.
All Pakistan has to do is take the application by the Republic of South Africa, which is outstanding. I've reviewed it, and change the name from Republic of South Africa to the Islamic Republic of Pakistan and file it. That would be my advice now to your government, to your prime minister and your government. Yes, Pakistan can do something.
Okay, to Pakistan and other countries which have, which are allies of Palestine. So, can you also shed some light on what this verdict, the interim ruling by the ICJ, means for allies and supporters of Israel and countries which have given it enormous amounts of money and funding, like Germany, the US, Canada, the UK, and the EU.
Yes, under Article 3, Paragraph E of the Genocide Convention, to which these states are parties, they are all guilty of complicity
Mhm.
in Israeli genocide against the Palestinians, which is a crime, an international crime in its own right under the Genocide Convention. They have been, as you correctly pointed out, aiding and abetting and assisting Israel in its genocide against the Palestinians. So it's that simple. They're criminals.
Okay, and so now Israel is going to be standing trial for committing or allegedly committing genocide in Palestine, and these countries are also party to what's going to be happening in the court.
Well, they have not been sued yet. They could be.
Okay.
But as the foreign minister Pandor pointed out in her press conference after getting the order, she implied that they were guilty as complicitors
Mm.
in Israeli genocide against the Palestinians. Now, of course, she was very diplomatic, as should be the case. She didn't mention them by name, but everyone knew she was talking at least about the United States, the UK, Canada, and Germany.